everyone, it's Jay here, and this video is showing some manga that's released in the second half of August. I haven't included everything because that would be a very long video, but we're going to start with the Kodansha releases, Orient Volume 16, and in this volume, Kojiro finds out what really happened when his father died. And then we've got the Seven Deadly Sins Omnibus Volume 11. So this is a 576 page volume. It's larger than normal and it contains volumes 31, 32 and 33. And that's out on the 15th of August. And then we've got the Yakuza's Bias Volume 2. It's a comedy which follows Ken Kaneshiro, he's taken the vow of brotherhood in the world of K-pop fandom. And his devotion and commitment to MNW, which is the hottest K-pop boy band, inspires many around him, including his rival Kinji Mizuhara. And then we've got Bake Monogatari, Volume 19. This series follows Koyomi, who helps others who suffer from supernatural illnesses. Koyomi himself was attacked by a vampire. Here, Koyomi is in a dangerous situation while still reeling from Hanekawa's shocking confession. So will he be able to make it? Then we got Blood on the Tracks Volume 14. Seiichi's back home for the first time in a long time. But what happens when he bumps into Fukishi? That's on the 22nd of August. And then we've got Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro Box Set 2. This romantic comedy box set contains volumes 7 to 12 and also a bonus item. So if that sounds interesting, that's out on the 22nd. And then we have Land of the Lustrous Volume 12. For those who don't know, Land of the Lustrous is set on future Earth, where humanity's distant descendants live on in a small group of crystalline beings who must fight off an invasion from the moon. It sounds quite bizarre, but really interesting. So if anyone has read this series, please could you let me know in the comments below what you think of it. I really do think it sounds intriguing, but I haven't really heard many opinions about it. So that would be great if you could drop a comment below. And then we have Parasite, a full colour collection, and this is number 3. It's a sci-fi horror where alien parasites have invaded Earth and taken over human minds. So this is a 288 page full colour edition, so if you like this series, this will be worth checking out. And then we have Something's Wrong With Us Volume 16. The mystery of the incident that claimed Tsubaki's father and Nao's mother has finally been solved, but Nao now has to make a decision related to her past. And then we got Watakoi Official Artworks Volume 0. This official art book includes over 100 pages of exclusive colour artwork and behind-the-scenes details never before seen in English, plus interviews with the author Fujita about creating the characters and the story, premiering the comic online, and Watakoi's long journey to becoming an international bestseller. This is a good one for all the Watakoi fans out there. And then we've got Volume 8 of Blue Lock. There's a new 3-man team in this one. I will say no more, except that one of them is not doing so great on the teamwork front. And when you read it, I think you're going to figure out which one that is. And then we have Volume 24 of Eden Zero. That's released on the 29th of August. And there's a lot of identity and secret reveals going on. So for those who aren't fully caught up, that's all I'm going to say. And then we have Shangri-La Frontier Volume 7. Where we see Sunraku fighting and being called upon to help his gamer friend, but perhaps he's bitten off more than he can chew in this situation. And then we have The Art of Demon Slayer. This is a 120-page paperback from Viz Media containing artwork from the Demon Slayer show. It includes over 300 illustrations, primarily created for the Tanjiro Kamado Unwavering Resolve arc, and features an exclusive cover illustration by Akira Matsushima, character designer and chief animation director for the series. So definitely one for the Demon Slayer fans. It looks really cool. And then we have Yowamushi Pedal Volume 23, and in this one they're reaching the end of the race in this volume, so read to find out who wins. And that's out from Yen Press on the 22nd of August. And then we have Villains Are Destined to Die, Volume 4. So this one carries on after the cliffhanger at the party in Volume 3. I am so excited for this volume. There's a hunt and Penelope is trying really hard to catch something. And then we have Tsubaki Show, Lonely Planet, Volume 4. And it's the summer holidays in this one, and Fumi ends up alone with the guy she likes. So how will that go? Toge Oni, Primal Gods in Ancient Times, is a new series from Yen Press, set in the ancient kingdom of Yamato. And it's in between the eras of God and men. There was a time when they coexisted, and the story starts with a girl called Mio being chosen as a human sacrifice to her village's god. Really cheerful start. And then we have Volume 7 of Solo Leveling. And here the hunters come face to face with the Ant Queen of Jeju Island, and it's not as easy as they thought it would be. And then we have a new series, Not So Wicked Stepmom. It's a fairy tale retelling, starting off with the usual princess and a cruel stepmother, but when a clothes designer is reborn into the body of the queen, all she wants to do is make the princess smile, which is kind of hard to do when the queen has an unpleasant reputation. Will she be able to convince her stepdaughter that she's not evil? Read to find out. And then we've got Volume 4 of In the Land of Leodale. This series is about a girl whose life support gets turned off and her mind ends up in an online game, 200 years into the future. And she's in the body of an elf called Kana, and here she meets her grandson. So that sounds interesting. That's out on the 22nd of August. And then we've got Volume 3 of Honey and Lemon Soda. When Uka meets Kai's ex-girlfriend Serena and sees how different they are, she completely loses confidence. But can a few words from Kai inspire her not to give up? And then we have a BL manga. It's the first in the series, After We Gazed at the Starry Sky. And this follows Togo Amase, a well-known photographer who focuses on night scenery, and Subaru Miyazawa, who not so secretly idolizes him from afar. Subaru finally gets to meet him at a trial screening of a new planetarium show. That sounds really, really cute. Another exciting release, Volume 2 of A Business Proposal. I cannot wait to read this. The first volume was so funny and at times made me want to facepalm, so I can't wait to see where the story goes next. Harry is now fake dating Taimu, all whilst hiding the fact she works at his company. And another new series, The Illustrated Guide to Monster Girls. It's set in a world of monsters where scaring and tormenting humans is a way of life. Fun. And monsters need to pass their classes, graduate, and get a job. And Class C are a bunch of failures more likely to be frightened and bullied themselves. But can this ragtag group of underdogs become successful, fully fledged monsters? You're going to have to read to find out. Then we've got Volume 3 of Doomsday with My Dog, which is a dystopian comedy which follows a girl and her dog Haru as they explore what's left of the world together. And that's out on the 29th of August. And then we've got a new series again, Associate Professor Akira Takatsuki's Conjecture. And this one starts with Naoya Fukamachi, a university student whose ability to detect lies has left him friendless and isolated. But when a paper of his piques the interest of his folklore studies professor, Akira Takatsuki, who is a handsome and eccentric man, he soon finds himself dragged into Akira's research. Now, as the assistant in charge of common sense, he must help his professor interpret an array of unexplainable phenomena. So that is it for the second half of August. Lots to buy there, lots to read. So I hope you have a lovely rest of the month reading manga. Bye everyone.